And good evening, everyone. Welcome back to anybody who was in before. Oh, yeah, volume. Alright. I have eaten, so I am happy. What were we doing? Yeah, we had to restore the Eye of Innos. Means we gotta go have a chat with Pyrocar. Try and coerce him to cooperate. I'm gonna need this.
Those are all just rumors. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Why haven't I heard about this before? Don't tell me you didn't know that. I always act in the name of Innos.
I have news.
I can tell you even more about those possessed.
That's totally obvious.
Speak, brother.
I've got even more books.
That is good. Take this, and remember to have a look at my magic letter once in a while. It is possible that they may try the same on a...
So I forgot I was supposed to give one of those to Karis.
I've talked to Vatras.
Ah, good. Where is he?
He's preparing a ritual at the Circle of the Sun in order to heal the Eye of Innos.
If that is true, then maybe there is hope after all.
Vatras wants Zardas and you to help him with that.
What?
Gonna change that.
Zardas will be there too? You cannot be serious.
Hey, this wasn't my decision. Vatras insists.
It is always that Zardas. I am tired of it. Things could hardly get any worse. So how do I know that Zardas is not in league with the enemy? I cannot trust Zardas, no matter how much we may need him. I am sorry, but I cannot help Vatras under these circumstances.
I made a stir-fry. You're interested?
It can't be done without you. Vatras wouldn't be able to perform the ritual otherwise. You'll have to trust Zardas.
There is nothing that I have to do, you hear? I do not have the slightest proof that Zardas is not working against us. I cannot do this.
What if I could bring you some proof?
That is impossible, I fear. It would really have to impress me. As far as Zardas...
Yeah. Just a whiny little brat. Just can't play nice with others.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
Meanwhile, my cat's in the room and he decided
In the
to
name of Innos.
play with my arm while I'm trying to play video games, so he's kind of a jerk too.
Do you really think?
Exactly. I mean, we always knew Pyrocar was an egomaniac of sorts. It's his way or the highway.
That's totally obvious.
I mean, let's be honest. How could the situation get any worse than it is now?
That'll only cause more trouble.
You know, what damage could Zardas do to the Eye of Innos that hasn't already been done? God damn. Hiccups. I don't know who in this building is banging so much.
Hey, you! Vatras sent me to you.
That's good.
Oh,
What
I
did
think
he
it's my
say?
cat trying to get
He
out.
said something about a reversal ritual at the Circle of the Sun?
That old devil. I think I know what he's up to. You have come to summon me to him.
Looks like it. When will you set out?
I must not keep Vatras waiting. I shall be on my way immediately. You must fulfill your tasks and then join me again.
Wait a minute.
Before you go, because I'm not chasing you all the way down to the circle to talk to you. Now, looking closer at Zardas, he definitely does not have the exact same face as Quarhodron. This one's a lot more wrinkled.
Pyrocar refuses to show up for the ritual. First, he wants proof that he can trust you.
Ah, really? Pyrocar. How interesting. That old geezer is getting to be a nuisance.
Geezer.
But I think I've got something for you that'll be useful. Back when I left the Order of the Fire Magicians, I took a few things with me from the monastery. I didn't want a troop of paladins or fire magicians to turn my tower upside down at some point and find all those things. So I hid them in safe places where the magicians would certainly never look for them.
And where?
Some of them lie locked in a chest on Sekob's farm.
You trust that Sekob?
No, but he can be bought and ask no awkward questions. Also, the chest is locked. Here's the key. There's a very old book among those things. When Pyrokar sees that book, it is of no further use to me.
So, it's funny, if we've never met Sekob, I don't know what kind of comment the hero would have in regards to him. Yeah, you had pointed that out earlier, and I was never... I don't know... I don't remember his face in Gothic 1 well enough to know the difference. If it's exactly the same as Quarhodron's face, then I can see that. With this one, his face now is more detailed, more wrinkled. Hairline's more pronounced. Yeah, he just says the same thing about Sekob, even though he has no idea who he is. I keep forgetting where I'm going. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are hilarious about Zardoz in this game. Like, weird inconsistencies and, like, continuity errors. Like he says when he left the monastery, when he left the Order of Fire, he took the stuff with him. But he didn't leave the Order until long after he was stuck in the barrier. Because he was the head of the mages erecting the barrier, and left to study the dark arts after they realized they were stuck and the barrier was out of their control. And it would seem that the mages outside of Corinus, or outside of the valley, didn't even know about it because they were still sending him letters as though he was the head of the fire mages. So it's strange that just a few weeks later, once the barrier's down, suddenly all the fire mages know that Zardoz is a renegade. Hello, uptight. How you doing tonight? Nobody objects to me filching all this, thankfully. Eddie, what do you want? Warg. Oh crap. Wargs are tougher than I thought. But he said he took them from the monastery. So, you know, it would... Oops, wrong potions. It would make sense that he took the stuff with him to the barrier. And after he got out, it's obviously he didn't go running back to the monastery because he had abandoned the order. But he acts like he took them from the monastery when he made the decision to leave the order. So that doesn't make sense because he was behind the barrier when he made that decision. Those beasts are tough. Finally finished all 3 Gothic games. Good for you. That is certainly an achievement. Right, so I never bought the tear pepper from you, did I?
What?
Tell me.
Yes. Also, give me them. Excuse my throat. She doesn't sell King Sorrel, does she? She does! Sweet! Oh, my back itches. So someone said not to make the mental elixir. Or not to take it until later chapters. So I guess for comparison's sake, I'll see what it does now, reload, and see what it does later. Take precautions before using. 750 XP, that's what I'm used to, but then again, I always take it in Chapter 3. So, let me make a note of that. Pardon my throat. Meanwhile, take some of that. We're doing pretty well on mana. Now I have 2 full casts of the storm spell at least. And you know what? What are we at? For mushrooms. I might have another, was it 50 apiece? $30 mana or so stored up in dark mushrooms. 250 per chapter. Interesting. You shut your face. There's a few more dank mushrooms in this forest. And again, I'm sure none of you are interested to see me stand here and munch down on 300 mushrooms. But I might do it anyway.
Nothing there.
Shame these guys don't have a bed in here. But we're close to the tavern. Ah! My headphones fell off. Ah! Sorry about that. Oh, you mean do a fast forward of me just chowing down on 300 mushrooms? Maybe I should do that. There's 550 total in the game, or thereabouts. So, grand total of... That's 55 mana. Right? Yes. I don't know why I have so much trouble just doing that mental math. Very simple.
You don't have to tell me that.
Basically 10 mana for 10 mushrooms for every point of mana. But you only get it in increments of
No idea.
50.
You tell me.
He doesn't seem to give a shit.
You just have to listen.
What is this? It seems so laggy today for some reason.
It had to happen sooner.
Didn't seem like that this morning.
Show.
Sir?
Okay, he sells the
Sir?
teleporter to the teleporter room to here now. Might as well buy. Not that useful, but
I'd have gone about it differently.
You don't have to tell me that.
oh, it's super laggy in the tavern for some reason. Like my frame rate gets cut in half.
Same old thing.
There's got to be more. I'm sure I have not collected all the mushrooms around here. One thing I don't like is, I don't know if this is a glitch, but it seems like they tried to texture the tree bark. But it doesn't look right. It looks like the tree is, like, in the middle of exploding. Oh, Seeker. Look at that scumbag. Oh shit, I took the fucking ice lance off. I mean, the storm off. Really, I didn't realize button mashing made such a difference in casting speed. That's weird, because you button mash in melee, all it does is fuck you up. Why does it... Camera sensitivity, it's like all over the place. I need mushrooms. Oh, we got zomboids over here now. Well, maybe now they're afraid of, you know, walking on the roads. God, those screams still give me chills. Off screen at one point, I did run around, annihilating everything around here, so that's why there's... Oh my god! More of them. Ah, you punching bitch. Get out of my face! Oh my god. Man, can't find any mushrooms. Maybe Sagita sells some. I can just make up the difference. Yeah, Orlan, wait, he hefts a big old battle axe he has for some reason. Can imagine he's a force to be reckoned with. And it's funny that Orlan says that the Seekers are driving away business, and yet the only people who have ever gone to his tavern never leave. But we're just mocking the archaic programming in this old game.
What?
She does not have mushrooms. What a shame. She still sells the sun aloe too, which is funny because I don't think you can use it for anything. Yeah, 50 gold a night? Are you kidding me? That is madness. That's a lot of dragoon snappers. Let's just do the monastery now. I have no idea why I took the storm spell off.
In the name of Innos. Someone will have to pay for it. I always act in the name of Innos. I'd have gone about it differently.
I brought this book from Zardas. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Zardas knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, but certainly not because I am convinced of Zardas's good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
So it says in the scriptures.
It's funny because apparently he doesn't try opening it, otherwise he would have made note of the fact that Zardoz magically sealed it. I love how I'm the one mage who gets his own room. Everyone else has shared quarters. Hop over the table, please. That was the exact same chest. Yeah, my chambers are completely private. Stay the fuck out.
That's totally obvious.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Do you really think?
I mean,
Someone will have to pay for it.
Don't violate the divine order.
It's a bad business.
Any other circle 3 spells that are worth getting?
Anything for me.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Heal medium wound, small firestorm, create skeleton, fear, ice block, ball lightning.
I think.
That's all just gossip.
hey, you!
The obvious.
Maybe I'll do the firestorm.
I've brought back the Eye of Innos.
I don't know why I have to
am
say this to
relieved
this
you were
guy.
able to, but the danger.
I've already...
Do not. The enemy has.
It's a bad
Is-
No idea.
Anything's possible.
I
It is still.
Will it ever change?
teach me.
That's totally
Ooh,
obvious.
create skeleton.
I'm no better off myself.
That might be worth it.
It says in the scriptures.
Maybe I'll hold off on that. Till I see how many learning points we have later.
Do you really think?
Small firestorm does how much damage?
Someone will have to pay for it.
100 damage.
In the name of Innos.
He doesn't see that.
But it fans out, so it can hit more than one person.
Can't go on like this forever.
It's not a huge area of effect, so it's not necessarily deadly to allies.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey,
I'll play around with it.
te-
Oh, that's so expensive, though.
Don't
Eh,
tell me you didn't know.
I don't want it.
found it.
Well,
What kind of...
demon.
Well.
Do you really believe that?
Could have told you that before.
Yeah, well, now we gotta get us out to the circle.
I can't help it.
What's the quickest way there? It's not gonna make a difference. I don't think they would have gone that far. I'll say, what is the quickest way there? I know the quickest way there. What, is it like that? Nope. Ritual. Bam. Go away. Yeah, I don't want to like be a dick, but standing here waiting for them to finish the ritual, then trying again to see if there's a difference. I mean, fuck it. Whoops. There's only one way to learn things, and that's to try it. We'll start by not having the weed. And I'll get a timer going.
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
No, alas not.
All right, then we shall have to make do without. You have done well, but now step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite!
Alright, let's see. I mean, I'll humor this experiment once. I'm not really going to try it again. I do think that if you just stand still, Vatras will never, like, talk to you. You kind of have to move. You have to move to, like, get his attention. So, I'll keep shuffling. And even without that swamp weed, these guys are making a lot of smoke. Must be vaping instead.
It is finished.
Okay, 1 minute.
We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan. I hope.
Now they...
Yeah. So it took 1 minute. Without the weeds. And with the weeds. No!
Increase your...
I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. It'll be a little distracting, I think.
I did everything you told me to do.
Indeed.
What about the swamp?
Ah, yes.
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite!
No, fuck. Fuck. Whatever. I fucked up the timer by accident, so I'll add 5 seconds when we're done. No. I think there's 25 total stone tablets, and we gave 3 of them to Errol, which means we should still be able to get 22 points of mana. So I think the Dragon Hordes have a couple more. We might have missed a couple in Jarkandar. I don't really know, but I'll give them all to him right before we go to Irdarath, just to make sure that I have as many as I'm gonna bother getting. Hey, you done yet? Are you done yet?
It is finished. We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrakar explain to you how to use its power. I hope that I shall see you again once
Yeah, it's
you have
literally
accomplished
1
your
minute
mission.
every time, no matter
Farewell.
Swamp Reader. No, it's exactly
Now
1
that
minute.
the Eye of Innos is healed, you must face the dragons. They all serve Beliar, the god of darkness. But there must be an earthly power that controls them. That much has become clear to me. Find out what the source of their power is. As soon as you've found that out, come back to me.
Now, I can't remember if you find out the source of their power, which is basically, I think you talk to the stone dragon, and he tells you about their elemental affinities. Can you come back to Zardos and explain that to him? Do you get a reward? Because I swear I've never gotten that. But I have heard that there is something. I don't think I've ever gotten it.
You did it. The Eye of Innos is healed.
I would hardly have believed it possible.
Yes, Master.
You have
Yes,
proved
Master.
many times over that you are ready for the High Order of the Fire Magicians. As of today, you are a member of the Council and will represent our order in the world. You are now one of the High Fire Magicians. Wear the high robe with dignity and bring the order honor and wealth, my brother.
Wealth, of course.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Excellent. So we got the eye. Which, does... It is supposed to give us extra protection. So we got 107, 107, 50, 50. Take this off, put that on. English, please. Sorry, I don't speak... I think that's Polish, but I don't speak Polish. So... It's... not much. I always thought it was more than that. A good amount against Dragonfire, though. So what's... Oh, Russia, okay. I apologize. I'm good. How are you, Iva Style? How does the eye work again? Because I know when you talk to a dragon, its power expires, and then you have to recharge it, but how does the protection work? Like, do you lose... does the power expire at the end of the dialogue, or when the dragon dies? I can never remember. Now, we got a cave down here that we might as well explore. At the end of the dialogue, so you're stuck without its protection. So the whole idea that offers you protection is bullshit, because as soon as you're done talking, it goes away. So this cave is interesting, because we got mine crawlers in here, and skeletons, and they seem to fight each other. Did I get them all? Probably should have waited until I saw more before I did that again. I don't think there are any more. Alright, I could have sworn this place was like...
Boy, don't you ever do that again.
Who the hell is shouting? Who was that? I'm not sure who I just hit with that. I have no idea. I think I can tell, though. Who the hell was that? I just saw, like, another weird little cave. Oh! Oh my god, I found it. It's Pedro.
Hey,
Ha!
tell me about life in the monastery.
We live in the monastery in order to serve Innos. We novices perform the work and study the scriptures when we have the opportunity. The magician...
I found him. So this is the Cave of Death. You know how when you get behind the wall in the Valley of Mines, you can find the cave where any NPC who left the area is just dead in there. This is the cave for when they leave this part of the world. So all the water mages end up here, Skip ends up here, Pedro ends up here, Gorn will end up here later. But the funny thing is, I don't remember if this part of the wall was added in vanilla, because I used to see their corpses like all over the place in here. They all got their stuff on them. Ooh. What is this? Oh, it didn't do anything. Medarian, your tips are worthless. Huh, that's the package we gave him from Baltram. Now, I wonder if we can kill him here, and kill Pedro here, and get our reward from Gorax. They all have a piece of paper on them. And it just disappears when we try to use it. Why do the mages have disappearing papers? Yeah, I think there might be another cave. But it's actually, I find it really amusing that they put these in such easily accessible areas. You would think that they would bury them somewhere under the world so you could never, like, find them. The fact that I ran through here with an AoE spell and hit them. I mean, Pedro's supposed to be dead. He's not even supposed to be alive. So that's what makes this really funny. If I can kill him with this. There we go. Now things are back to the way they should be. I actually want this back for the mana. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the weirder caves in this game, all because of this. As yeah, I remember the first time I played Vanilla Gothic 2, I remember running in here and finding Gorn just dead on the ground. And I thought that there was some quest I was supposed to do to, like, save him. But then I found him alive again in the valley, and I was just like, hang on, Gorn, this doesn't make sense. What are you doing here? That's a good point. I also wonder... They must remove Pedro's immortality script. Because I assume he had one since he's an important, you know, quest character. So I wouldn't think I'd be able to kill him. Monastery. Let's see if Parlan has anything to say. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Nope, doesn't care. I don't think he has the
Justice will prevail.
the thing, since he had an immortality script before. I wonder, you know. Yeah, I don't recommend that practice. I do, yeah. but because of reasons, I still have to answer to him anytime I commit a transgression against the Brotherhood. I just need a few more mushrooms. You know what I'm gonna do, though? Now we're in fast mode. I'm just gonna keep chowing down on mushrooms. Y'all are just gonna have to sit tight. Oh crap, I'm dropping them. So apparently right control is drop. I was trying to like double tap the control buttons and hope that I could munch. Okay, so I'm gonna be a few short. Yeah. I don't remember. I feel like there was some game where like people, when you got a high enough rank, people try and like enforce the laws with you, but then you'd be like, you got no authority over me, and they'd be like, ah, shit. Man, my fingers are getting tired. Oh, I should have set up a macro for this. I think that's what I'll do next time. I have a bunch of, like, keys on my keyboard that I can set, like, macros on. I remember I set one for, Dragon's Dogma back in the day, because I hated all the button mash QTEs. So I just set up a macro to do it. It's actually easier just to click one button instead of trying to click two at once. Actually, it's funny, the rain doesn't fall faster when we're in South Park mode. Okay, so I think I'm going to end up 7 short. Yeah. So I need 7 more.
Hey, you!
Hey, you. Why does he have the torturer's axe?
Show me.
Oh, wow. Yes, yes. That puts me at 236 mana. Not bad. Might as well switch to one of these as well. Well, Jorgen just, as far as I know, just goes into the monastery and eats, you know, their entire larder just like that. Which chapter does who die?
You don't have to tell me that.
I don't think he's supposed to die. In fact, I think he can hold his own against the Seeker. And none of them attack him anyway.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I'm staying out of it.
It's a bad business.
You just have to listen.
Alright, well, we're ready for Chapter 4. Is there anything else I gotta do before we go? Oh, that's right. Shit. We're supposed to give him the hammer sauce.
You don't have to tell me that.
Or we can do that real quick.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I mean, maybe somehow he got in a fight with the Seekers and died. But these games, the first 2 games I did often run into problems where NPCs would end up randomly dead. Like, I remember playing Gothic 1 one time, and I went to go join the mercenaries, and Lee was just lying dead flat on the ground. For no reason. We really don't need that anymore. I'm not sure the crawler armor was really worth it. I don't feel like I mean, it did alright, but I think it was all the extra hit points we got early on that made the difference. I'm pretty sure I fought Seekers in front of him and he didn't give a shit. Like he was just cheering it on. And as soon as the Seeker killed me, you know, just carry on his way, and his Groth would be like, well, that was fun to watch. Whoa. That'll be another good source of XP, is come back to his bandit camp. Like Chapter 5. Just strut about with fire rain and kill everybody.
He simply needs to practice more.
What?
Now I can...
How's it?
Well, at least I'm in, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind Esteban.
Esteban's dead, so you don't think you have to worry about that.
I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. That'll put some strength in your arm. Oh, and if I can help you again...
Okay, I don't need your information. So I wonder if you could give the fire strips to... what's his name? The weak slave. Where's his hammer sauce? His hammer soup. There it is. Looks like gumbo. Strength and life energy. Well, I didn't see how much life energy we got. Alright, some shit's going down. +1 strength isn't a whole lot. Munch on 2 more of these and get to 65. And fuck it, I'll round out the dexterity as well. There we go. Nice, even numbers except mana of all things.
Hey, you!
How much grog we got? I just want to finish off Skip's quest, so we don't have to keep that open-ended. I don't think there's any way to get 20 free grog in this game. One way or another, you're gonna have to pay for them. He's probably doing dip or something when he's in the studio.
You don't have to tell me that.
He does sound more mush-mouthed than he did in the first game. Yeah, maybe when he tried to make his ragu, he didn't cook the meat bugs enough. One of them chomped on his tongue. Ever since then, he's had a bit of a lisp, a bit of a drawl.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Skip, you're alive!
That's not what
I found your corpse, though.
About...
Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Okay.
Haven't you got any?
I won at gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, maybe you won. Is it really true?
I don't remember how much money it gives you or what the ring is, but I'm pretty sure the ring is not worth much.
Give me the...
Here you... Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Ring is Orskin. I don't remember how much money it gives you. I think it gives you like 200 or something, which is like what it costs for all the grog anyway. Give me that.
That's no secret.
Funny how pickpocketing the bandits is... the pirates is fairly easy.
Show me...
No idea. You tell me.
So I don't need that anymore, that anymore. Only that, that.
And there's more, believe me.
That.
That's been known a long time.
The things I could tell you.
Well, I feel like I was about to buy something.
I'd have done it differently.
I've got no time for things like that.
Oh, aren't you know, this guy trying to make himself sound so important. Matt! Yeah. I already forgot what we get out of Francis's little casket that we dig out of the ground. You know, I made a point to make sure that we figured it out. Good old Bones.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I couldn't care less.
Listen to the wrong people.
What is all this fucking banging? Imagine him quitting his job as king and going on an adventure. Who quitting his job as king?
Hey, you!
Hey, thanks to you, just...
Hey,
no, screw you.
Thanks, just...
That's no secret.
No, it actually kind of sounds like music in the background. I don't know.
Would have never thought of that himself.
My neighbors do not have a whole lot of courtesy. Which is why I'm trying to move out
Hey,
to a place where I don't have neighbors that close to me. I've actually been trying to buy a house, but I'm starting to second guess that now. Maybe I should go for a condo. 'Cause all the houses in the places I want to live are fucking expensive or completely trash. There's gotta be some dark mushrooms around here. Hey, got one. I guess that's it for mushrooms. Still need 6 more, though. Yeah. Honestly, like a mortgage on a condo is less than rent in, like, most places. I never wanted to live in a condo because you still have neighbors close by, and I know all the horror stories as far as like condo associations, the rules and fines and everything. But I saw some decent looking ones recently that I might want to check out. I was really just hoping like a, you know, nice, reasonably sized single family house would show up on the market. Come on. I just need mushrooms. I'm sure I missed some down in the hollow. Ever tell Malcolm, tell this guy that his buddy Malcolm is dead? I feel like I just kind of ran off and left him hanging. Nope. Decent apartment somewhere around 50,000? What, to like purchase? People don't usually buy apartments in the US. Like 99% of the time they're rentals. Unless you're trying to get like a luxury apartment. In like New York or something. I had a project manager try and convince me to move to New York to work at his contracts there. It's like, yeah, the guys over there, you know, techs in your position are making like 120 grand a year. I'm like, yeah, what are they paying in rent? He was like, oh, like 3,500 a month. I'm like, yeah, that's like 4 times what I'm making for twice as, you know, twice the income. You know, a little more than twice, but still. There's no way in hell I've picked up all the mushrooms. Why are they so hard to find all of a sudden? Yeah, I mean, it's a give and take, like, you know, places with higher incomes in general also tend to have higher costs of living. People can afford more, which means demand is higher, which means prices go up. That's just how economics works. That's why the smart thing to do typically is to try and work in a rich town but live in a much cheaper town. Yeah, in the end, your take-home is usually the same. Should rent a pig to start sniffing out some of these mushrooms. Hey, here's some. Great, halfway there. Actually, now that you mention, I saw Silvio in Thekla's kitchen the last time I was there, so I think once the Eye of Innos is healed, that's when he migrates. Either that or he doesn't do it until... Actually, I think they do. Because then Rod and Cypher also leave. Come on, shrooms. Oh, wow. Why are these shrooms so hard to find? I should go in the swamp. I'm sure there's millions more there. Oh god! It's funny how many dragon hunters show up in the valley. Barely a handful of them make any effort to actually hunt them. Considering how much money they would have had to spend on all that armor. You'd think they would try to make some profit off of it. Hunting lurkers and snappers certainly doesn't make up the difference. It's a shame we can't get the 4 friends to join us in the dragon hunts. That would have been cool. Hey, 1 mushroom. Sweet, we found him. Alright, well that was fun. And now we munch. Hey. Alright, so that puts us at 46. God. What a lousy number. Any more stone tablets? Damn. Lester will try using some guru magic. Then he'd give up and get high. Yeah, I'm gonna give give Biff a one of the better weapons, and then hire him. And the fun thing about Biff, even though he asked for a shit ton of money, like over time, you can always knock him down and take it back. I think you can. I'm pretty sure I usually do that. Good evening. Not really sure how to pronounce your name. This temple's sprung a leak. Alright, what do we got left? Dragon Hunt, Forge the Mine Shares, the Seekers, kick Bulko's butt. I could do that, I think. Possibly. Oh yeah, I have to kill the friggin' dragon snappers. Enjoy sports. I mean, I will watch sports. You know, some American sports like American football and baseball, but I'm not enthusiastic enough about them to really follow them. You know, like I know people who can have hours-long conversations about different players on teams that they don't even care about. Know everybody's stats, everybody's history, all this shit, and I'm just like, how can you afford the thought process to pay that much attention? Just too much for me.
You don't have to tell me that.
Oh yeah, the dragon slicer. Yeah, I do need to go back and get that. I forgot about that.
That's no secret.
I couldn't deal with it before because I didn't have the means to take down the skeletons.
I've got no time for things like that.
We should be able to pull it off now. So, I'm a cheat. Go to waypoint.
He really should have known better.
Reserve. And we'll just do ritual again. The funny thing is, if you don't wipe out all the seekers that hang around this forest, they just stand there and watch the ritual, basically. I'm not convinced I did wipe them all out. I think there's still a couple out here. No, maybe not. I never really explored these woods either. I feel like there's a loot that I miss out here. Just to play it safe, I say we take one of thems. Yeah, bitch. That's how we do it. Oh, I love being a mage. Shame the Shadow Warriors, for how tough they are, don't really drop anything. Alright. Actually, I don't know if Biff can wield that weapon. I think he has like 140 strength or something. They really fucked up these dudes. Right. Go back to the Valley Pass. Try and deal with the snorting beast. Oh god, there's another snorting beast. Hey, I should do that. Might as well do that now. The drain life spell doesn't work on monsters, right? Yeah, it's tough, but I think the storm spell will wipe out. It wipes out low and middle level skeletons. It does not one-shot the Shadow Lords or Shadow Warriors or whatever. But we should be okay with that. All I would have to do is freeze them. I saw a Seeker. Oh, Jesus! God damn. Fuck these fuckers. In fact, just for that, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. And now that he's frozen, we can see his whole inventory. He got 2 Death Ball. He's got Death Ball, Death Bolt, Fire Rain, Small Firestorm, Lightning, Cry of the Dead. Use up entire mana store. And he's got the same Storm spell. Interesting. I apologize. I almost fell out of my chair myself. It would be very tempting. Now, Cry of the Dead, is that one of the ones you can get from Beliar, the Claw of Beliar? I don't remember. These, I don't believe, are ever acquirable normally. Yeah, of course, as soon as he's down, we don't get that stuff anymore. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. Okay, so unfortunately that one snorting beast... Oh no. At some point more dragon snappers show up here, but I guess he's still alone. We can blast him with all this. And get our hard-earned 30 gold off of this fool.
That horrible animal is dead, I assume. Then I can finally hunt for... Here's the money.
Hey, you!
There. Now we got slightly more reasonable reward. Yeah. The annoying thing about that black mage at the end is it's cool to talk to him, but you have to suffer his
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
his spell that immediately takes off like 80% of your health. Yeah, he's a pretty lousy hunter. Shame we can never get another crawler armor off of him, considering how many plates we've picked up.
I could have told you that like this forever. I can't believe that.
You should have known.
Has Pardos come back?
Yes. He's inside, resting.
Never mind.
Wait, I'd love to give...
Forget it.
Yeah, I wanted a reward. There, now I have my reward. Look at you. Get back to work.
How's it?
Hey, if it isn't...
All right.
Do you really think?
Oh, that's right. That's what you were saying. I remember you telling me that the anti-seeker amulet... I remember you telling me that something just being in your inventory gave you the bonus. I thought it might have been the eye, but now, yeah, now that you mention it, I remember. It's the seeker thing. I would never get it, or if I got it, I would sell it. There was never that fussed about the black look. It's crazy that they actually went that far. If you help Karas in the monastery, you give him one of the almanacs of the possessed. You'll create an amulet that protects you from the possession of the Seekers, so you don't get stifled. Oh, gotcha. So that's how the eye works. Anyway, so if you have that amulet in your inventory in Chapter 6, when you talk to the Black Mage, then his black look doesn't take out 80% of your health. Take that. And so, yeah, I guess the Eye of Innos, you don't need to wear it, which means you can keep your normal amulet on. Or you can at least make the swap early if you still prefer the protection that the amulet gives you. It is still annoying to me that it gives you such a bonus to fire protection, but, excuse me, but it expires before you even fight the dragons.
That's really not my problem.
No idea. You tell me.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Might as well report into all the fools who have their missing people come back. Oh, he does? I never even really... I didn't remember that. Well, let me take notes on these things, because I'm going to forget these someday anyway. Okay. Notes taken. It is funny. You can take Biff with you to the island, but he never helps out. But you can tell him he's free to go loot the island, and then set sail without him. Oh god! You son of a bitch.
Weak little mageling. You will never be able to match the power of the Master.
I'm stifled. Ah, crapple. Alright, I'm a beat a bitch. This is a bad idea. Not doing enough damage. Ah, it worked. Oh, crap. There, take that. Oh, God. Thanks for, you know, good friend you are. Letting your buddy over here get the shit beat out of him. Hey, these guys are back.
Hey, you! So...
Hey, the guy who said... Especially with those two nutty brothers. Oh man, the bandits weren't that bad.
Well, you got your workers back.
About your farm, you brought them back. You're one brave man. Take this gold.
Sweet.
Did any... My sheep keep disappearing. Soon I won't be able to...
Give me that. So he's the guy...
Hey,
you're the one with the mole rat fat,
come...
aren't you? Or is it this one? I don't think they get it until chapter 4 anyway.
Haven't you...
Oh well. Might as well go rescue the sheep. Oh god, I forgot I'm stifled. Let me drink this, this mentally calming draft. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get a drink, so pardon me, I will be right back.